Hey everybody, this is my Stranger Things Season 2 wishlist. These events are less likely to happen in Season 2, so I can't really call them predictions. These are just some ideas that popped in my head that I think help to expand the universe and just some things I'd like to see. A grimy cult of Thessalhydra followers are introduced. Now, these people are desperate to bend to the will of the Thessalhydra. New members are inducted by receiving tattoos or brands of the Hydra symbol on the back of their neck. Episode 4 is titled The Palace, which could be the location this cult resides. Now, if you think about it, nothing in 1984 Indiana is likely to be referred to as a palace. This is the kind of title that is best used to describe an otherworldly place. And a place in the Upside Down that's even mildly more habitable than the rest of the town is worthy of being called a palace. I like this idea because it kind of has a creepy Silent Hill / Temple of Doom vibe. It would really help to explain how the Thessalhydra had gone so long without access to the human hosts available in our dimension, because there were humans available in the Upside Down. Their numbers are just dwindling, and they stay hidden away from the toxic air of the Upside Down as much as possible. I also like this because it would provide a much needed voice from the Upside Down, filling in as many details as possible, details that just can't be solidified by looking at the dreary state of the dimension. It would be really easy to explain the absence of these humans from Season 1, because they stay hidden, and they really only come out when the Hydra demands a sacrifice. This would actually be really cool because these cult members could start finding their way into our dimension, and Hopper will have to go around stopping them before they can harm people. Maybe Hopper's first real action in Season 2 is arresting some freak on the street and throwing him in the lockup, where he slowly begins to understand where this man came from. Now, Hopper could not divulge where these people came from without breaking his agreement of secrecy with Hawkins Labs, which would make for some great awkward moments between Hopper and the other members of the Hawkins police. It makes me think that Hopper leaves for the night and then goes into the woods alone trying to figure out how these people are getting into his dimension, when he finds intermittent dimensional tears opening and closing in random places. In fact, the scene in the teaser where Hopper appears to be digging could be Hopper burying a cult member he was forced to bash with a shovel. I'm not saying that will happen in Season 2, it's just an item on my wish list. Because it's unlikely that Hopper will actually wander into the Upside Down to see where these people come from, I think it's possible that Eleven will have her own storyline throughout the season. The teaser showed us that she is alive and likely in the Upside Down. There's really no point in holding her back for some big reveal. I'm guessing the guy Hopper arrests will tell him about the palace, which will cue to a cut to the palace exterior in the Upside Down, before the camera is obscured by the head of a cloaked figure that is Eleven. Then we get to watch her sneak into the palace, most likely trying to steal some egos. But while she's there, she'll get to see some creepy people and some rituals and stuff like that. This would make for great setup for Season 3, and we'd get to see Eleven more often, so I'm all for this idea. Duffer Brothers, if you're seeing this, you got a few months to shoot these scenes. Make it happen. Please. The idea of the gates becoming unstable and opening randomly goes nicely with the theme in the teaser that the world is turning upside down, because did you really think the gate from Season 1 was just going to stay a nice, tiny, manageable size? For the Thessalhydra to even fit through that gate, it would have to become massive, which makes me think that the entire Mirkwood area will be covered in small gates that will eventually grow into one another, forming one large gate, which the Thessalhydra will come through. Did anyone else notice that Will was doodling Stonehenge on the paper underneath his Thessalhydra drawing? How weird is that? Kids can doodle just about anything, I guess, but why Stonehenge? Is this some kind of reference to an ancient portal between dimensions? I don't know what it means, though. I doubt the Duffer Brothers are gonna visit Stonehenge in Season 2. It would be really cool if, in her wanderings, Eleven passed this structure in the Upside Down, and it will take on some greater significance later in the season. I really need to see the Thessalhydra unleash some tangible wreckage. I realize with limited budgets, it's more likely that most of the wreckage will be implied or obscured by red mist. I would love to see a wide variety of new monsters. I don't need Wild Creature Kingdom, I want to see them hold back a little bit for Season 3, but I just want to see what the Upside Down has to offer. It's an entire world, there must be more creatures. If Hopper's in the Upside Down with a flamethrower, he needs some stuff to burn with it. Now is really the time to open up the Monster Vault. If the Thessalhydra was previously mind-controlling the Demogorgon, as I previously theorized, then it should be able to control more creatures as it goes on the offensive, probably using a lot more creatures for its cause. I'd also really like to see Terry Ives speaking again. Now, there's been some suggestion at the end of Season 1 that, in the Boy Who Came Back to Life newspaper clipping, that there is a quote from a woman in the Ives family talking about how the government is running experiments on our sons and daughters, something Becky Ives isn't likely to say, so a lot of people think this is Terry, seemingly speaking normally, oddly enough, right after Eleven disintegrated the Demogorgon. Strangely though, episode 2 in season 2 is titled The Boy Who Came Back to Life, and I think it's possible that Terry Ives might make an appearance in that episode. I think it would be awesome if Joyce answered her door and found Terry standing there, paying her a visit. But I can't find any confirmation on IMDb that she will ever appear in the show again, which sucks, you know? There's so much mystery behind that character, and, I want to know more. I just hope they don't completely abandon her character until the final season of Stranger Things. I'm really not sure what exactly the Pumpkin Patch episode will entail. It is either some creepy Upside Down reference, or it's just some town social in the local pumpkin patch. I have to say that fall is my favorite time of year, and October is my favorite month. The smell of the leaves burning, the crisp night air, football, Halloween fun, it's just great. And I hope the Duffer Brothers can capture that kind of seasonal nostalgia, and it would just make season 2 that much more enjoyable, especially because we'll all be watching it on Halloween. Well, this is basically it. It's just a random collection of wishes, really. I thought you might like to hear them. So, tell me, what are your wishes for season 2? What events would you really like to see? Are there any creepy scenes you can imagine that you'd love to see the Duffer Brothers depict?
Let me know in the comments below, and hit me up on Twitter at Planet Calvin. Let me know what you think. I'm really interested. Be sure to subscribe for more content like this, and thanks for watching.